Welcome to day 1346 of What You Up To Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Why Time Flies Genius is our title today. And we're going to talk about a couple of things. An exercise called the 7 Whys we're doing for the Get Up and Go Challenge. Time flies, our idiom for supersize your business. And genius, and how we exercise our genius and become a genius, which I've been spelling wrong for probably my 61 years here on the planet, which is embarrassing to admit, but thank goodness for spell check because it's been correcting it for me. But I actually realized today that I didn't know how to spell genius correctly. So obviously not necessarily a spelling genius. So why do I do this segment? I do this segment to share the lessons that I'm learning along the way and document the journey as I'm transitioning from the brick and mortar corporate world of business over a quarter century in corporate America, while simultaneously owning and operating businesses in like 27 different industries I've worked in the offline world. Then in the online world, I came into online in 2017 following my divorce and wanted to learn how to do things. How did this online world work versus the offline world? How could I combine the two, etc.? And it's been an interesting journey. It's been a really fascinating journey and continues to be, which is why I'm still doing it. But during the course of that time, I have lost vision. My vision has tanked, and I now am, kind of like not even the Coke bottle glasses gal, because that doesn't work for me anymore. So I couldn't document and write things down anymore. So I had to find a way to communicate and share information without having to write things down, because there's always a way to figure things out, right? I believe that no matter what happens, no matter what comes our way, there's always a way to keep moving forward and figure things out. So this is one of my ways of doing that. So today for Supersize Your Business, we shared the idiom, the expression, time flies. Now this is one of those expressions that's been around since the 1st century BC. Virgil used it in, I think it was the Aeneid or something that he wrote. And it means, of course, that time is fleeting, it escapes us, it's irretrievable. Once we spend it, it's gone forever. It's fleeting, it disappears. And time will just continue to keep moving on and to keep passing quickly no matter what. It especially passes quickly when we're having fun, when we enjoy what we're doing. So we talked about, what makes time fly for you? What makes your life and so happy that or what is it that you can do or be participating in, or what activity or what situation that feels so good for you, you don't pay attention to time. So time becomes something that we're not even noticing. I think those are the moments that we're seeking out and looking for in our lives. Now, I caught a cold this weekend. Super irritating because, of course, we've all been brainwashed now to every time we get a cold or a cough or a runny nose or itchy, watery eyes, we're wondering, oh my God, it's COVID. Every morning for probably 50 years of my life, I've woken up with a gravelly throat and a mucky mouth, and until you drink water and brush your teeth, you feel blah. And it's only been in the last year and a half that we're like, oh my God, do I have COVID? And we have to get over our COVID mind. And it was really funny. My sister called me this morning and was talking about one of her friend's brothers said, yeah, I had to wait till I got over my COVID symptoms to call you this morning. And isn't that sad but true? I have to admit that I don't even watch the media and the news, and it's crept into my thought process. How pathetic is that? How sad is that we are being so brainwashed that even if we don't participate in the media and watch the media and pay attention to what it's saying going on, it still negatively impacts us. I don't know about you, but that should be pretty scary. It's scary to me, and I think it should be scary to all of us on the planet. At least here in the United States, we ought to be saying, oh my gosh, I need to really remind myself to think for myself. Because every cough, which I've been doing a lot of in the last day, is not COVID-19. All right, so time flies. So what are you doing when time flies for you? Me, it's not coughing. Our other, for Get Up and Go Challenge, our 30-day Get Up and Go Challenge, day 6 today. And this is actually our 9th run through the 30-plus day Get Up and Go Challenge since COVID started. Kind of my way of giving back and saying, hey, what can I do to keep moving forward for myself, but to help other people move forward as well? And we talked about an exercise called the 7 Whys. I give Dean Graziosi credit for it, and he got it from probably Genius Network or something. I can't remember what he said, but it's the 5 why exercise cranked up a little bit and made even more effective. And I shared my run through this morning of the 7 whys that I did. And at 5, I actually had an epiphany and realized, oh my gosh, this is the pattern that my life is showing me that I need to stop doing because it's not in my best interest. And then our annual challenge today, to do one thing every day that centers us, from the little journal book, do one thing every day that centers you, was all about genius, which I realized I've been spelling genius wrong forever. I don't know why, because I just have always been spelling it wrong. I will admit I'm not a huge, great speller, so spell check for me is one of the best inventions ever. Except spell check will still make mistakes, so we need to remember to proofread our stuff. And these days, I'm not doing a whole lot of proofreading. Ask my kids, they get texts and code, and they have to sit and do, like, what are those word puzzles where you have to change the letters around and the words around to know what they actually mean? Cryptographs. Maybe they are cryptographs. Anyway, they're like in code, half my text, so people are figuring it out. So those are the things I'm working on right now. Also a couple other projects, not privy to share, but I will when I can and when I'm allowed to. Some things, you know, we just work on in the background and behind the scenes until we're comfortable sharing them. And so I'm going to go kind of lay low again today. I laid low yesterday. I'm going to lay low again today and just get rid of this cold, get rid of the phlegm, drink some hot. And I get the kids to make me one of their hot concoctions of, I don't know what it is. They're terrible tasting, but they definitely help with the throat, and they help with the cold, and they help with the symptoms to go away faster. So I will drink some hippie tea and have an awesome day. I invite you to do the same. If I can help you in any way, if you got a question, you don't mind getting a written response, give me a shout. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow just to let you know what's going on in my world as I transition from the brick and mortar to the online world and back and forth and back and forth. All right, have a great day.